We are already done with paper 5, question number 2, A part. Now we are doing paper 5, question number 2, B part. This B part is about filling in the missing columns, filling in the missing columns in a table. So there are two things which will be tested. One thing is uncertainty. One thing is uncertainty calculation, and the second thing is, so one thing that would be tested is uncertainty calculation. Second thing is adjusting tens power. So there are two things to be tested. One of them is uncertainty calculation, and the second thing is adjusting tens powers. First thing, number 1, for uncertainty calculation in A2, we will use the method that uncertainty is equal to, there are two methods which you can use. One out of them is maximum value minus minimum value whole over 2. Or the other method that you can use is uncertainty is equal to maximum value minus average value. So if you subtract average value from the maximum value, you'll get the uncertainty. For example, if you have a quantity x, that is equal to a into b, then x maximum would be a maximum into b maximum, and uncertainty in x will be a maximum. First of all, uncertainty in x will be equal to x maximum minus x. So to calculate uncertainty, you'll go with a maximum into b maximum minus ab. So this will give you the uncertainty. So some examples of tables could be, for example, you have temperature in, for example, your temperature in Kelvin, pressure in kilopascal, and you're supposed to write P square. You're supposed to write P square in 10 power 6 Pascal square. So temperature in Kelvin, pressure in kilopascal, and then you have to write P square in 10 power 6 Pascal square. So the method is, for example, you have, if temperature is 300 Kelvin and pressure is, for example, 200 plus minus 2 kilopascal, then P square would be 200 square. However, one thing should be cared about. It is in kilopascal. So it would be 200 into 10 power 3. Now it is in Pascal. Square of that divided by the final answer should be divided by this number 10 power 6. So this is answer for P square. For uncertainty, you must go, uncertainty would be 202 into 10 power 3 square minus 200 into 10 power 3 square whole divided by 10 power 6. So this would be the uncertainty. Maybe this example is a bit complicated. Let's go with some simple example. Another example is in which you have, for example, a value A, another value B, and you have to calculate C. A is 100 plus minus 2. B is 20 plus minus 1. C is equal to A square B. And to calculate C, you have to go with calculate C, you have to go with 100 square into 20 plus minus 102 square into 21 minus no 102 square into 21 minus 100 square into 20. By this method, you can calculate the value and the uncertainty. So this is the value here. And this is the uncertainty. Okay, so we are doing the uncertainty calculation and tens power. So value will be 100 square into 20, and the uncertainty will be 102 square into 21 minus 100 square into 20. The second column could be, for example, we have 200 plus minus 4, 15 plus minus 1. So it would be 200 square into 15, that is the value, and the uncertainty would be 204 square into 16 is the maximum value, minus 200 square into 15. So this is the uncertainty here. And this is the value. Oh, 1 second, I have not shared the screen. So it was about this second row, which was not shared as a screen. So I can go with a third value to make the concept more clear. So basically C is A square into B. Now if A is, for example, 300 plus minus 2 and B is, for example, 10 plus minus 1, what would be the value of C? The value of C will be, as you see, the value of C will be C plus minus delta C. It would be C plus minus C maximum minus C. So C would be 300 square into 10 plus minus C maximum would be 302 square into 11 minus it would be 300 minus it would be 300 into 10. So this is second example of the value and uncertainty calculation. Another example could be, we have three values A. For example, A is given in 10 power 3. Then we have another value B. B is given in 10 power 6, for example. Then we have a value C. And the value that is to be calculated is D, that is equal to A square B over, for example, C cube. Now the values which we have, they are 10 plus minus 1, 5 plus minus 2, and 3 plus minus 1. For example, D will be calculated as D plus minus delta D. Now D will be A square B over C cube, and delta D will be equal to D maximum minus D. So it would be A square B over C cube plus minus. D maximum would be A maximum square into B maximum over C minimum cube, and minus it would be A square B over C cube. So this is the calculation. Now if we substitute the values, If we substitute the values, it would become, it would be 10 square into 5 over 3 cube plus minus a maximum is 11 square, b maximum is 7, and c minimum cube, it is 2 cube, minus it is 10 square into 5 over 3 cube. Now this is d and this is delta d. So by this method we can fill the table. So this part, B part, is about filling in the table. Once you have filled the table, you will get values like this. For example, if you have to plot natural log of P against natural log of T, then your values would be, for example, if this is T and this is P, for example, this is 2, this is 10, 4, 20, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, 6, 30, plus minus 1, 8, 40, plus minus 1, 10, 50, plus minus 2, 12, 60, plus minus 1. P in Pascal, the natural log of P in Pascal would be, you will get values like plus minus dash, dash 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 plus minus dash. So in this way, you will get all the values. In the next example, in the next slide, we'll discuss the concept of graph, how to plot the points on the graph.